past 6 to be exact.
Yes.
AM.
Yes.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay, guys, whoever with us, we are live with amazing people. Gian and Manuela, and they are in Italy.
Yeah. Hi, everybody.
Everyone.
Yeah, so everybody who's watching, they already know you, I'm sure. And happy Merry Christmas and happy coming New Year. And I'm sorry. What I'd like to do, if possible, share the message for New Year with everyone. For something that's coming up in New Year 2018.
Well, 2017 has been a really big challenge for us, and I believe that it's been a big challenge for the most of us, really, because I've been noticing deep changes in many people that I've been encountering during the year 2017. Shifts were really going on, very powerful shifts indeed.
Yeah.
And 2017 for me, and I see it for many other people, was a very important transitional year. And now I can see 2018 like a huge, massive door opening up. And the year 2018, I believe that the year 2018 will bring really great opportunities for everyone. But it's just a question of belief and our capability to, what can I say, grab hold of that perfect instance in our lives, that precise instance that is the key that can really provoke fundamental changes without fear, trusting what comes from within, because we have been moving forward in our lives, trusting in what comes from within, trusting in that important message that comes from within the heart, okay, which is the soul speaking out. And when we get into this concept, yes, of course, we are living a really important opportunity in our lives to make big changes, important changes, to step out of that paradigm of life that keeps making us unhappy and that keeps making us feel trapped and, what can I say, trapped and hopeless, really, in front of, what can I say, an idea of a destiny that overpowers us. But now, I believe that the year 2018 is a great opportunity for many, many people who are really prepared to make that authentic jump in their lives, to step out of that vision of being victims of their destiny, which is really being victims of themselves in the end, okay? Stepping out of that paradigm of fear to truly believe in what comes from within, to follow the only compass that we can really trust, which is the heart in the end, okay? The soul giving us a direction to reach a life of fulfillment. And this is the scope. This is, what can I say, the goal for everyone, really. It's life of fulfillment related to what we truly choose to do in life, in accordance to our deep desires, to our burning desires. So it's a question of feeling, observing in a very careful manner, recognizing that precise instance that comes across us at a certain point in our lives, and grabbing that precise instance that then provokes a chain reaction of changes when you keep believing, where the main key is gratitude, because the more you're grateful for those chain reactions of changes, the bigger the changes become. And of course, this is a way to really understand how the law of attraction works in the end. And the law of attraction is just us mirroring ourselves, recognizing ourselves in the deepest of ways, and discovering that deep and authentic dialogue with ourselves, which is the soul speaking out, our authentic selves in the end. When we start to overcome our inner blocks, yes, then we start to truly dialogue. Then we start to truly find out that authentic dialogue with the universe, which is us mirroring ourselves and recognizing, what can I say, our true capability to attract what we want to reach in life, because we're capable of recognizing those precise instances, those instances in life that are doorways that are constantly opened, that invite us, that constantly invite us to discover and all we have to do is just go through those doorways without fear in the end. And of course, the year 2018 is an opportunity for everyone to discover how to overcome their fears as well, okay? Because fear is a historical illusion.
Yeah, even for consolidate, I feel that this new year will give to us the opportunity to consolidate all the things that we start in the previous aging, and all the things that we all as project, no, to create,
Yes.
because last year I felt a different type of energy, one energy that wow, explode. This year is this new year, I feel that will be the consolidation of this, no, the process that continues in this way, and it's important to remain focused in our project, our inner desire, and in our heart, no, because it's the energy of our heart, the energy of love that permit ourselves to grow and to realize all our dream, all our goal, all our goal.
Our goals.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sorry, sometimes ask to Gian to translate me.
That's good. Very good. All right.
She's learning her English very well.
Oh,
She's going to speak better than me.
No,
and more fluently as well.
I don't think so. Please help me.
When I go emotional, I start to stutter.
That's your goal, Manuela, for next year.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, of course. Good suggestion, Rita.
Yeah.
Learn English very well. The American and the English very well.
Okay. I'll be ready for channeling, for readings.
Yeah,
of course. We are very happy and grateful for this opportunity to share with these beautiful people, this beautiful lady in the studio, and all the beautiful people online, in the web.
Wonderful. Let's start with Anna because she was here last time. Lena, and just ask your question.
Yeah, Lena, sorry that last time we can't because the line problem of connection of line, but now we are all for you.
And we are so happy that you're back.
I don't know. I had questions, but now I really don't. What is the life bringing to me?
Yeah, you guys challenged the freezing cold of Chicago to be here. Yes. Okay, now. So we will start the reading with you, okay?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Are you ready, man?
Yeah.
First, you're me. You? Okay. Well, what can I say? Ooh, okay. It's a question of making others understand how it's important to be responsible for themselves, okay? And I believe that I'm talking about issues going on, yeah, maybe in the family, okay? And sometimes at work. The fact is that you have a very big heart, you're very generous, but we have to understand how to manage our generosity in an intelligent way, because it is a very important moment to truly understand how it's important to take care of ourselves firstly. If you want to truly, I'm going to say, give the best of ourselves in the most authentic ways to others, but not feeling tired and not feeling, what can I say, energetically drained away while we give to others, because it's a question of not permitting the others to take for granted what we usually give out, okay, through our generosity. And that means giving value to ourselves, okay, and realizing the value that we give to the others and all that goodness that we give to the others. But it's a question of the other people that receive that should understand the value of what we give as well, okay? People should learn to appreciate what they receive from other people nowadays, instead of taking things only for granted, especially when they encounter big hearts, generous hearts, okay? the fact is that society of today has to learn to go back into its awareness of what being humble and grateful truly means in life. So what can I say? Yes, this can even be a general message that we have to put boundaries around ourselves, okay? And that means learning even to say no. In certain moments, that means saying yes to ourselves. And that means respecting our feelings. When we feel tired, when we feel so drained away, we have to really, truly understand our fundamental needings. We really have to truly understand what it means to bring us back into our power, to have that defined vision of ourselves, to decide when it is the right moment to give and when it is the right moment not to give, where the importance of taking care of ourselves is really, really, what can I say, we should never ever underestimate that momentum of ourselves, because when we enter the need of taking care of ourselves, that's that momentum in time that we should respect, because it's the most important appointment that we have. The needing of taking care of ourselves is an appointment that is a calling. It's an appointment that we have with our most authentic of selves, okay? It can be the appointment with God, Goddess, the appointment with the source, okay? And of course, we need those moments to regenerate ourselves, to cleanse ourselves out of all the old energies and to leave the past behind, and to change attitude and to have that new vision of ourselves, and to make people understand that we are constantly in a phase of positive changes. And that means that we are launching a fundamental lesson to other people. We are demonstrating to other people a change which is mirroring what they should understand within themselves, that is mirroring what they should understand within themselves, okay? And many people don't get that message until we don't decide to give value to ourselves and to put the boundaries and to say no and to decide how to manage our generosity and how to give in accordance to what we feel within ourselves and not in accordance to the expectations of others. Okay, so that means that we should be an example in this way to make people understand, especially the members in the family, which are the biggest challenges, especially when we're going through changes. Okay, to make them understand that it's time for them to look upon their own issues, to be responsible for themselves, and to face those issues in relation to what you are demonstrating to them through your authentic way of being related to your change. Because I believe that you're going through a very profound process of change, okay? And there are certain conflicts going on right now. But instead of seeing it as a conflict, what is your soul trying to make you understand? It's time to cut the old branches of your tree of life, to take all those unneeded weights from your shoulders and to go forward in life in relation to what it truly means to take care of yourself, to put yourself into a state of attracting what you truly need in life, of course, okay, at the level of relationships and of circumstances. You've been working on yourself for quite a long time, and now you've arrived up to this threshold now. And it's just a question of making that step, okay? And you're feeling like a little frightened child, facing, what can I say, the unknown. But in reality, you are facing a far wider vision of yourself to explore now. And if the others don't understand you, they'll understand you tomorrow, but it's fundamental for you to truly right now understand yourself right now, okay? Because your body is making you understand it as well. You know, your back, for an example, is making you understand that now it's time to make decisions, okay? So listen to yourself now, okay? And listen to those signals where even your body is clearly telling you it's time to quit the usual attitude of living according to the expectations of other people. But what do you truly expect from yourself? To truly make people understand who you are in your authentic way. Okay? Does it make sense?
Yeah.
Okay.
Can I have another question? Okay. What can you tell me about my kids?
don't worry about your kids. Okay? Your kids are passing a certain moment in their life. And I believe that on an unconscious level, they're starting to discover what making choices truly means in life, okay? They may seem to look a bit confused right now, but it's just a transitional period. They're just starting to discover how to define a clear vision of themselves in life, okay? So they're a bit like, what can I say? People stumbling on a moving boat in a storm, trying to walk on this boat that keeps moving in the storm, but it's just a period that will pass in the end, okay? I firmly believe that they will achieve their goals in life, okay? And they truly know what they want as well. But they're just going through a certain confusional state in this moment, okay? There's the sentimental aspect playing on, I believe, okay? And it regards the family, but it's all a question of acceptance. But going through this process, they're going to become very wise as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
And don't worry to express completely what do you feel. Express yourself freely with them, but with your heart, okay? They understand. Excuse me, do you have friends in a woman in the spirit world? No?
What? I'm sorry?
Somebody who
Do you have a friend that in the spirit world? A woman,
No,
Okay. No?
not a woman.
Okay. Because I feel the presence of a woman. She showed me, do you like theater? Because she showed me ticket theater of musical of something like this. Do you like these things? Or you like these things? No?
Theaters and music theaters, of course, yeah. But I don't have any woman who died.
But maybe a man, I don't know, probably it's me that I'm confused.
Oh,
Because, this person loved the car because he showed me even a car.
yeah.
Ah, okay. Okay. And he said that he loves you, and it's important that in this moment you take a care to you, okay? It's important that you think to yourself, because for you is natural the same things that Gian tell, no? They go give to the other, but in this moment it's important that you you keep your energy to yourself, and you are not alone, you are sustained, and you know this because he told me that even if you have a contact with the angel, it's possible.
Maybe, yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Anyway, one last thing, more contact with the nature, okay? Because from here I can even see your aura, and it's clearly telling me that you need more contact with the nature, because through the nature you can have more contact. You can, through the nature, you can contact, what can I say, an authentic part of yourself related to your capability of, what can I say, understanding the secret codes of nature, because I can even see fairies and lots of plants, like as if there's a forest appearing in your aura, okay? Maybe it's related to past life anyway.
Okay,
anyway.
Let's move forward because we have many questions here. And
Thank you.
Thank you. Maybe for Lana.
Yeah, I'm okay. I didn't expect it.
Oh, okay.
Since I'm here,
Just
I came for crystal bed, but
okay.
I'm interested. I have a few questions.
Just one for now.
One. Not two.
Just say one first.
Okay. One question. I'm working. I love my job, but I've been kind of more interested in, I don't know, spiritual practice, and I don't know. I love yoga and things like that. And I start feeling that I might kind of go a little bit more serious this way. If you can tell me anything will benefit me, because I don't have that much time to just do a lot of different things, but if there is something belong to me, I don't know, maybe I should put myself more into it. Like, make it part of my life. Like, I don't know, yoga, maybe even like have a business in this area, not a business, but you know, something that makes me happy, more happy.
Do you hear okay, John?
No, because we hear in not.
There was a bit of interruption.
Yeah, a bit of interruption.
Get your headphones. Your headphones.
I only understood that she has her job, but she started to do yoga, and after
yes, she has other things that bring pleasure, and she's wondering what way to take as far as other spiritual practices. Maybe change her path a little bit.
Yeah, or something would really belong to me, benefit me. I don't know. I like Reiki, yoga. I don't do anything too serious yet, but I really interested.
If you want to, would you like to have a career through yoga, through through Reiki?
Yes.
She would like to have a career. If that resonates with her,
yes,
and take that seriously to make a spiritual path a career.
Make me more happy.
And be happy with
I love my job now, but I feel like it's, you know.
Did you get it?
You feel blocked, because I feel that in this moment you are blocked in your job. It's like you want something more for your life, because since this time your work was fine for you, that gave to you a lot of satisfaction, but now you are changed, and I feel that inside your heart you would. You want order, okay? You want to do something that permit to you to develop yourself and even to help the other people. Is correct?
Yes.
Okay. It's important that you trust in yourself and your capability, okay? Don't permit to your mind to block you, okay? Because sometimes it's your mind that put in discussion the things that you feel, that you perceive. I think that you have the capability to feel a lot with your body. You are clairsentient, and I think that it's good for you to do things that that permit to you to use your body, okay? Because I think that even activity that permit to you to use your hand, like Reiki.
It's my work already, but I'm thinking maybe something will complement it even better. I don't know.
Yeah. Of course. But it's
or
only
I should continue to do what I'm doing, or anything I should like try like different way.
No, I think that you can create something of yours that put together all the things that you learned in the past. That permit to you to use the body, but even to use your capability, extrasensorial capability, the capability to channeling, the capability to see, okay? Because in this moment I feel that your first gift is the clairsentient. I don't know if you confirm this. The clairsentient is the capability to feel the energy with your body. When you come in a place, you feel if in that place there's good energy, or if the energy is a little bit low. Happen this, okay? And even feel the person, okay? You have the capability to feel the emotion of the person. If one person in front of you is sad, you have immediately the feeling, okay, of this.
And make up one more question.
Let's do it later, and we'll have more time. Let's do one question from the chat.
Yes.
It's a question from Margaret.
Yeah.
And she's asking, do you have a message for me for 2018 is my new job in the horizon?
Okay. What can I say? Margaret, can you hear me? Good. total trust, okay? Never have doubt on your capabilities. You're too severe with yourself, okay? And that puts the tendency that being too severe with yourself gives you the tendency of closing your mind in some sort of box, but it's only a cardboard box, okay? So what can I say? Trust your intuitions and trust your skills. You will make it. I'm sure about this, okay? But never have any doubts. Maybe you may come across closed doors, but these are only passages that are conducting you to what is truly meant to be, okay? With your creative power, for an example, okay? Because I don't really see you, what can I say, confined in some sort of rational environment, because you're not that type of thinker in the box, but you're the thinker out of the box. And you need to express yourself totally out of the box. And this is your nature. I'm sure that things will go into that direction. And you will feel more fulfilled in the 2018, okay? And I'm going to bet, what can I say? Whatever you want, but I'm sure that the 2018 will give you a more fulfilled life. Just step beyond the horizon of the old paradigm of yourself. Don't be too severe with yourself. And even you, stop living according to what others expect from you. Now it's time to discover what you truly expect from yourself, okay? So it's time to realize that you should make steps in your life to become, what can I say, the boss of yourself, okay? Because I believe that you should create something of your own very soon.
Take another question. You have another question from there.
It's a question from Larissa about her sister. Her sister named Arli Sabina Anashkina. She lives in Israel, and is there anything for her?
You want to start?
What is the question? Sorry.
No, c'è qualcosa per la sorella, una sorella che vive in Israele.
Ah, okay. For a sister, it's important that she put behind her the worries and look away. Okay, guardi avanti.
Look forward.
Look forward. Okay. She keep the past behind her. Okay, it's only one experience, and now is the time to share without fear, especially in the part of her life that regarding the work, and don't keep a lot of responsibility in her shoulder. And I think that very soon she will do a journey, a travel, and an important travel, and especially for wait a minute. Yeah, it's important that she leave completely the past, because she bring her past in the present. But don't worry for her, all will go in the best way in the 2018. And even if in this time she feel blocked, but is only a temporary situation. Okay, is a passage that she do now. Is I feel that she's in un bivio.
She's at the crossroads.
At crossroad, but every decision she will take will be fine for her. Okay, it's not important. The important is not remain in the situation of the indecision, but she take a decision. Don't worry, because she is sustained. There's a man in the spirit world that sustain her. Is a man that is very è molto saggio.
He's very wise.
That she loved so much when he was in this world, and he said that don't worry, that all come in her life in the right moment. She shouldn't non deve
she shouldn't
non deve Non deve essere precipitosa.
She shouldn't be too impulsive.
Okay, but be calm and all will come, because she's a little bit anxious in this period, and it is important letting go.
She's even too apprehensive about her health as well. Okay. I feel that she's apprehensive about her health. She shouldn't be worried about her health. That's her ego putting a veil in front of her mind. Okay. And what can I say? In this case, the ego is like magnifying glasses that makes us believe that pebbles are mountains. Okay, but what can I see is just a little pebble, okay, that she can just pass over. So she shouldn't be too apprehensive about herself, okay? All will go well, even on the health side.
Very good. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Oh, can you give me headphones? Headphones.
No.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because we can hear.
Right.
Wait a minute.
Okay. Can you hear me now? We cannot hear you.
No, they need to do something with that. No.
Connection.
Computer.
In the computer?
Can you hear us?
Yes, yes. Okay, let's do it. Okay, question from here. Kenneth?
Yeah.
My name is Kenneth. And the question is, I recently went through major changes in my life. And just wanted to know, what does either of you see for me as far as the changes that have occurred? Overall, there have been a few major changes, but only 2 of them have had long-term effects.
Well, you know, if a change has short effects or long-term effects, we have to understand what change truly means, because change doesn't mean having an effect that lasts for a certain amount of time. Change means provoking an effect that lasts for the rest of your life. You understand? So it's not a question of short or long term. It's a question of the change, okay? That change that creates a chain reaction of events continues for all your lifetime, okay? And this is what evolution is all about on personal level. If we think that a change is something that just provokes us, what can I say, some momentarily, I can't find the right word. If we think that a change provokes us, what can I say, an experience that just lasts for a moment in our life, I can't really call it a change, but I can just call it an experience, that's all. But if we want this experience to be the change, we have to understand the profound sense of that experience that can really bring us the change and not a change. Because we see many changes, but these many changes that don't really change our life definitely, or put us into a pathway that provokes constant changes that, what can I say, accompany us for a lifetime, are only experiences in the end. A change should be the change, okay? And what can I say? I can say that you are in a constant state of research, okay? And you like to, what can I say, try to discover the needle in the haystack. And I understand, and I totally understand you, because that's how I am as well. I like to look for the needle in the haystack, okay? But at the same time, in this constant state of research, we should start to try and realize what truly resonates for us that then becomes the fundamental key to make us understand what change is all about, to make us, or to push us to make that footstep into the change, and not an experience that doesn't truly bring, what can I say, a change in our life, or that doesn't really truly make our life a life, what can I say, our existence here on earth, a life-changing experience, okay? So it's a question of choice. What road do you want to take? There are people that experiment many methods, Reiki, yoga, this and that. But then they're just turning around and turning around and turning around, biting, like a dog biting its tail. But we should stop turning around on ourselves and face a direction according to what we truly feel from within. Because it's not a question of experiences anymore, but it's a question of making a choice that can really change our life, whatever that choice is in the end, okay?
Right.
So it's good to experiment many things up to a certain point, but then life puts us into a circumstance where we are invited to make a choice that then becomes the change.
Yes, great. So,
Okay, ladies.
and as always, we are so related one to each other that every single answer has something to do with me. So I've been walking in the unknown for 3 years already, and the first year I was wrapped in fear. Now I have a lot of challenges and projects, and with my professional way and my financial independence through my path, through my gifts, through my talents. Is that, the right path to take? Or I feel that for me is the only one, right? Because it's what I know, what I've been doing for 30 years as a hobby. And I lost everything in my country, all my financial wealthy life, and now I am walking like a baby, starting from nothing. So for me, it's very important because I want to move where my daughter lives, and we are separated, and this for me is being very, very painful not to be with my family. So I want to create all this, to be with her again, to create a business that is my business. I had a beautiful business in Venezuela but they were my parents' business. So now I'm walking like a little child and starting all over again. What do you have for me to keep on walking this life that I have ahead?
Yeah.
Well, what you've told me makes me think about how tricky the law of attraction truly is. Wow. Why? I've met people, okay, that have been working on themselves, and suddenly they're telling me, wow, I'm not attracting abundance in my life, and I've been working hard on myself to attract abundance, and now I'm losing my money. I'm losing what I've got now from my hands, and now I feel so naked and so, what can I say, deprived of everything. What's happening?
Everything was
now
gone.
Listen up. When we work on ourselves to renovate our energy, to make that shift, necessary shift to go towards the new vision of ourselves, what does this mean? All that we are leaving behind is an old energy. All is energy. Money is energy. Clothes is energy. The house is energy. All is energy. The job, the old job that we had. This is energy. All is energy based. When we look at energy, the primal energy of the universe is electromagnetism. Okay? All is based upon electromagnetism. Money, everything, our environment, it all is based upon the electromagnetic field that absorbs our thought patterns, our old ways of being. And when we start to let go of our old way of being, the universe, before sending what we truly need in our life, before making us capable of attracting what we truly need in relation to our new way of being, which is, what can I say, a new energetical state that has been generated from our changes, makes us clearly understand, now you are passing a transitional moment. And this transitional moment, on spiritual level, is your soul asking you, are you truly ready to make that step and let go of all that regards?
Oh, yes. I had to.
So the fundamental lesson in that phase is, what does total trust truly mean? Until we don't understand the mystery and the lesson of what trust truly means, we are not ready for the change. And we have the tendency to keep grasping hold of what we have obtained from the past, okay, which isn't the key to help us to change. So when I meet people saying, oh, I've lost all my money in my bank, I just tell them, you haven't lost all your money in your bank. You've just only lost, what can I say, an old, stagnating, energetical state of yourself. And you're practically emptying yourself from that old state of being to prepare yourself to be the recipient of a new type of abundance that is about to arrive, which is related to who you are authentically, which is related to your mission.
Oh, yeah.
Not to, what can I say, some sort of imposed lifestyle according to how others wanted to see you in the past. You understand?
And I want my family, Giancarlo, Manuela, mia figlia che è in Miami. Voglio stare con lei di nuovo, davvero voglio la mia famiglia.
Yeah. I believe you, and you do it. You will do it. Don't worry. Trust, and don't feel that this like something of missing, okay? But feel it like something that happen, sure happen. I feel this. I feel that these things happen. Even your grandma say this to you. Don't worry. What means chiquita, something like this?
Cosa?
Ho sentito che tua nonna ha detto tipo chiquita, qualcosa del genere, tipo un nomignolo del genere. Ti chiamava così per caso?
Yeah. Sì.
Sorry, I explained because she speaks Italian and I spoke Italian. Sorry, I felt her grandma that told me one name probably in Spanish that is chiquita, something like this.
That's the way I call her, chiquita.
Ah, okay. Okay, and no, don't worry, because you do it, and we create a beautiful. Oh, look, you can see my skin, but it's like a.
She's got goosebumps.
And is a strong signal that they confirm this. Don't worry, and you will create a very successful business.
Oh, yeah!
Because you have a beautiful energy, and this beautiful energy together can create something of very big. Because the connection with your daughter is very strong. It's not only a connection for this life, but I feel that few lives you spent with her, and.
Okay, can we move forward?
Yes.
Okay, thank you so much. Angelique, she's asking, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, she asked so many. Let's start from the beginning. I feel like I have angelics. I feel like I have a divine purpose, soul mission here. I've been receiving strong insights, visualization of a film for a while to influence the world's awakening.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm in between stage due to financial complication, my mom relationship, my living, moving situation. How can I fully align because I feel I'm here for manifest?
Oh, wow. Amazing.
Well, what can I say? I can see a book full of blank pages. And what can I say? It's time to write a book. Because you've been receiving perceptions since your childhood, messages, visions. You've got a very strong clairvoyancy within you, okay? You've got a very high capability of being clairvoyant, so you foresee on multidimensional level. I can feel that because you remind me of me when I was a little kid, okay? That multidimensional vision, seeing dimensions overlapping amongst themselves, layers and layers of other realities, images over images, and that's what I had until I discovered the way to control this capability, this gift. Okay. Yes, and what can I say? Why don't you write a book to start with? Okay, a booklet related to all those messages that arrive from the Galactic Guides, because you have that type of connection. And what I feel is that, yes, I can feel your genetical energy right now. And the word that appears is star child. Okay? So, yes, you are a star child. You have that ET energy in your DNA, okay? Of a certain galactic race. Let me put it that way, very straight. Because maybe there are people that aren't ready to listen to certain things, but I believe that there are people that are ready to listen to certain things. I feel that in your energy field, in the energy field of your DNA, you have a strong connection with the Pleiadian people and the Arcturian people. The Pleiadian people are helping you to the Pleiadian people are helping you to ground your knowledge, to ground your capability here on Earth, because you need grounding, okay? To realize, what can I say, to concretize your messages, to concretize your capabilities. And the Arcturians are constantly downloading information into your subconscious knowledge, concepts. But now, to ground these concepts, the Pleiadians are telling you to start to fill up these pages of the book. And I believe that it can be a very important book for future generations and other people like you to understand their nature, their stellar matrix. Because there are many people like you who are so confused, especially in their human existence. They can't ground themselves in their human existence. But you can have the capability to create a book to help those people to accept their human existence, because the acceptance of our human existence is the key to understand our mission, because the mission is life in a human existence. But we cannot really, what can I say, or what can I say, we can't really expect the light beings to tell us what is our mission. They can't tell us what to do or not what to do, because the law of free arbitrary should be respected. But the mission is life in our human existence. But the purpose of life in human existence, our purpose, is related to how we should understand how to feel ourselves. Because the possibilities are limitless. So we should choose the nature of our mission. They can tell us many things. We are clairvoyant, our hands are like irons, or we have the capability to channel and this and that, but they just give us clues. But then it's up to us how to define our mission according to our talents and gifts. Okay?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So, when people ask, what is the mission? I can just say the mission is life. But how to discover life depends upon our free arbitrary to give our own personal interpretation to what life is all about. And then this is the mission. Beyond the education of society, of course.
Giancarlo for her, don't you think it's good to read about the liquid crystals by Justin Moikiba, that they have all this knowledge about, what you are, and I've been in that path for 5 years already, and drinking the liquids and reading all about, all this star child, and it's been very, very clear for me now what it's all about. And maybe for her it could be something like that.
Well, I can say that we all have a stellar matrix which is dormant within ourselves. People are already born with this part of themselves awakened, and other people live with this part of themselves which is dormant. Okay, when we look at society, most of the people are dormant in this state of being. But I can say that the reawakening of the stellar matrix is the key to an authentic human evolution here on Earth, because we're talking about evolution on cosmic scale. Okay, we're talking about cosmic selection. And when we're talking about what the Earth is going through right now, we are passing through an era which is selective on cosmic level. But through this era, we have a choice. We're in front of a crossroads. Or we awaken that stellar matrix, which is our stellar inner child, which is the key to go towards our galactic way of being, where we are going 6th dimensional. Okay, many people think that we're going 4th or 5th, but this is a very long discussion indeed.
Yeah,
we're going 6th dimensional. Okay, where the 5th is just the selective passage. But what can I say for the person of this message? This person is amongst a few that have already been born with this matrix already awakened. Well, we have to work on ourselves, but the key is acceptance of the changes now. Not fearing the changes, embracing the changes, staying and just peacefully abandoning ourselves in the flow. Because we have to understand that the universe, the multiverse, is so perfect. It is convergent.
Yeah.
We haven't emerged from the principle of chaos. We are living in a perfectly convergent multiverse. So why not live in total trust? And this is the key, to start to step into that concept that I was explaining.
Yes.
What do you feel for the world overall in 2018? Is it awakening? Is there a way of awakening? What's going on with the world itself?
Well,
we have to be positive.
The world is truly reawakening, but humanity, it's reawakening in quite a very direct way, because humanity now is facing a paradigm of choice. When certain events occur in the earth, okay, we have certain people that come down to earth, okay. The message is very clear. It's time to make a choice, but choice depends upon a race starting to reawaken itself and to operate truly in a collective manner, okay, as one consciousness, okay? And that means an entire race as a species that truly recognizes itself as a collectivity which is interconnected on multidimensional level with all the rest of existence, being part of this context of change. So now it's time to step beyond that individuality of ego, but to recognize each other as one breath, as one heartbeat, as one thought.
Okay, one more question, and then we can go into meditation, right? Kenneth, who asked the question before, he is asking if you can tell if I am a star child.
We're all the same. We all have that stellar matrix, okay?
Bye guys, thank you.
Bye bye.
Thank you, dear.
We all have that stellar matrix. It's just a question of believing in our sensations, okay? For our sensations, we can even come to discover the origins of our stellar matrix, okay? There are people who have their stellar matrix more connected to the Pleiadians. There are people who have their stellar matrix that are more connected to the Arcturians. There are people who have their stellar matrix more connected to the Syrians, like the person
Candice.
like Candice, for an example, okay? Because she has a strong capability of being clairvoyant, and she has a strong mediumistic capability, I believe, to develop, okay? When we're talking about the stellar matrix related to the energy of Sirio, we're talking about, what can I say, the energy of the goddess Isis, for an example, because the goddess Isis arrived from Sirio, okay? And for the Atlantean people, she was a teacher that came from Syria, and for the Egyptians, she was depicted as a goddess. But in a certain way, her teachings was to reawaken our capability to multidimensionally communicate with other parallel dimensions. When we're talking about mediumship, we're talking about the first step of channeling, okay? The nearest dimension, the nearest, what can I say, spiritual dimension, which is closest to us, which is the spirit world, of course, but there is far more to what can be perceived as the spirit world, okay? Because mediumship is, what can I say, reawakening our multidimensional self, because we're not talking about only the spirit world, which is, what can I say, one of the dimensions which are closest to us, where our souls go. It's a transitional, what can I say, I can consider it as a transitional dimension, but there are even the dimensions of the angels and the light beings, and there's much more to it than we can think and believe.
Very good. Thank you. Lada has one more question.
Yeah, just to have opportunity to ask. I have family, I have kids, and 2018 is over the corner. If there's anything, I don't know, my spiritual guides can like point to what I have to, be focused on this year, especially concerning the children, of course, as a mom, one of them not living in my house anymore, so I want to, be supportive. Is anything I can do for my family, or anything they have to, do for themselves? I don't know, this coming year especially.
Well, it's more a question of what they should do for themselves.
Probably. I know, I'm working on that. Yeah. So I should just keep pushing, like nice.
Knowing that it's just a question of letting go. Not being,
I know for
say, not being, I can't find the right words right now, not being too apprehensive, okay? Knowing that they already know what they should know for life.
Okay, to narrow with me and my kids, what I should do, or what can I do, or what I have to be, I don't know. I'm worried as usual. Should I be worried or not?
Well, in reality, they're just teaching you to trust yourself, and trusting yourself means trusting life, and trusting life means knowing that they perfectly know what to do for themselves. Okay, because you have to understand a fundamental thing. As parents, we give biological birth to children, but children are already aware that after that they are biologically born, on soul level, their parents is the father sky and the mother earth.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's a question of not being too apprehensive, because being too apprehensive means, what can I say? Taking away that trust from themselves. Okay, that trust in themselves. Okay, of knowing that, okay, beyond biological birth, they should open themselves up towards the energies of nature, where the energy of the cosmos, the energy of the stars, the galaxies, the energy of the universe in its fatherly nature, and the energy of the planets, the energy of the earth, the planetary energy in its motherly nature, is giving them guidance on soul level to discover their most authentic way of being and of living in the end. And this is, what can I say, trusting our instincts. Okay.
I try to.
People should learn to trust their instincts.
Yeah.
The animals, for example, have always taught us this throughout years and years and years. They've always launched us this message to never ever forget who we are authentically. Okay, because yes, like eagles, for an example, eagles grow up on their nest, and then mother eagle doesn't come to feed the little eagles anymore once they grow up on their nest. They have to learn to trust themselves and jump from that nest and jump into that void.
Yeah, but so far they in a good environment. I don't have to be worried, right? Or
No. Do you have 2 kids? Do you have 2 kids?
2 kids, yeah.
And do you have a daughter?
Yes, that's what she doesn't live with me anymore. I want to make sure she does.
Yeah, she daughter has artistic capability.
Yes, she's an artist, so.
Yeah, because there's a person in the spirit world, I think that is the grandfather of the kids, that said that it's important to you to sustain her in this aspect. It's important that she understand that she's free to express completely herself, okay? Because sometimes she's a little bit insecure, okay? And if she has your sustain, the sustain of her father, because she it's like she wanted to be approved, but the father is possible.
Yeah.
Yeah, and sustain her in this, and talk with your husband and tell to him that it's important in this moment that you sustain her.
I'm trying. I just want to make sure she's in the right path in her life, because it's hard for her, pretty sure, and emotionally.
Yeah. She's because she's very sensible. She has one universe inside of her that she should express this universe, but she's insecure, and this is the reason for the conflict inside of her, you know. And in this moment, it's important that you stay with her, not too much closed, but you transmit her your presence, your sustain, you know. Okay, not too much, don't impose, but and this told this to your husband too, because it's important even for him, but sustain her in a very gentle and gentle way, okay? Not too much close, but
very silent. She doesn't realize.
Yeah. It's important that she feel your sustain. That she in this way she can to be sicura di se stessa.
Be sure about herself.
To be sure and find the energy and the strongness for okay.
And my son is
fine. Just sorry. The second.
Yeah. He's more introspective. It's possible that he entertain more the things inside of him. He too is sensible, but he's more quiet. It's possible that he's more quiet, more. Wow, she has a reaction because she can't find the right way for express completely herself, and she don't feel the sustain of her father, you know. And
Right.
this is the reason. But your son, yeah, he is fine. He is more introspective, but he has a brilliant, very brightness mind.
He's got a very sharp
fast
mind.
Yeah. And I feel that in the future he create. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
I missed one question here from Tracy. I feel like we should answer it. Tracy is asking, what is my spiritual theme in 2018? And what spiritual practices would be best for me to invest in?
Okay, Tracy, I can feel very strongly the energy of Raphael. As soon as I heard your name, Wolf, the green energy came out. And I'm feeling hot right now, okay? The fact is that it's time to use your hands because you've got very precious hands, beautiful hands, okay? And they're like two irons. You know the irons, that iron shirts, okay? And what can I say to people like you? In society, many people are like crushed up shirts that need ironing, okay? Many souls are like crushed up shirts that needs ironing, and you can be there to straighten up those souls with your hands, okay? So please go deeper into the knowledge of how to be a spiritual healer with your hands. This is my advice, but then of course you're free to take to take it or not take it, of course, okay? And yes, why not try to start channeling? And they're telling me that, why don't you try to do some automatic scripture as well? Because I believe that you have that capability too. And it's the first footstep to start to channel, okay? To trigger your capabilities of channeling. But try to do some automatic scriptures, because I believe that you receive even beautiful messages from the spirit world and from the higher dimensions as well. But I can feel your hands, okay?
Okay, I'm sorry. How do you feel to tell a few words for people what to expect from your visit here to Chicago? About what the one-to-one sessions will look like, what would you provide? Just very short.
Well, let's say that in the one-to-one sessions, firstly, we make a general scansion of the person, okay? So we go psychic, we do an advanced psychic reading on the person, and even mediumistic contacts, because while we go psychic, even people from the spirit world may come in, okay, to give messages. They get very evidential indeed. And thereafter, they can go for a deep channeling experience where, through the deep channeling experience, they will feel the energy of their spiritual guides working on them, taking their issues in a very fast way, okay? So usually I go into trance and I channel their spiritual guides and the message comes out. I'm like a radio, but even the energies of the spiritual guides fill up the room, come and they work on the listeners as well, okay?
Yeah.
And
yes, and thereafter we will do a very advanced reading of the aura, which I like to call the reading of the soul, because the aura isn't just a question of emotions and colors. There's much more to it than we believe. We're talking about the primal electromagnetic field of creation irradiated from each one of us, okay? It's the creative power of the spirit, and it contains all the entire memory, the story of creation, of course. And what can I say? Through this very powerful field, through this beautiful energy field, we can even see past lives coming out, connections with other dimensions, activating codes, and spiritual guides
the
popping
angel,
in to
archangel,
say,
because we have
hello.
one or more.
Forward, kids.
But we have even some angel or archangel that are with us in a certain period of our life, or give to us the energy that we need, no? And when we do our reading, we see them and we share,
Yes.
and for that one won't try this new method AQH that Gian channeling, we do even private session 101 to the AQH. That is very, 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 very powerful. Before we talked with this beautiful lady and that one before online, and I felt that both of them can do this, because the AQH is a new innovative method of healing, but not only body healing, but healing of whole, because we are not only body, we are energy, we are emotion, okay? And with the AQH, we work in all these aspects, and we have been a lot of wonderful results in all parts of the world, and we are very, 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 very happy and to share this with you, and to start this beautiful journey together.
Right. We're so looking forward to your visit to Chicago. I just want to make sure everyone will read the comments, because I'm going to post a link for people to be able to register in advance for your one-on-one. Actually, it's two-on-one, not one-on-one. One more question. Is angelic quantum healing modality, is it for everyone, or?
Yes.
Yeah. It's for kids. We use this to beautiful kids in Davenport that she has a problem of health. She has leukemia, and she's very, 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 very well, much better. We use it with a kid in Australia that
an autistic
kid, and he has a great result. He have received one merit in the school, and even for the lady that aspettano bambini,
even for women that expect children,
yeah, it's very, because this treatment work for the mom and even for the baby is amazing.
And don't forget the animals too.
The animal too, yeah.
After level 1, can if people take the level 1 training, can they work with other people, or just with themselves?
Yes, because the beautiful thing about AQH, that already after level 1, they can already be level 1 practitioners, and level 1 is already a very powerful method, okay? And it is based upon, yes, the principles of quantum physics, okay? And when we go to see the principle of AQH, we're talking about our capability to tap into the energy between the dimensional layers of existence, the very energy of the source, the infinite energy of the vacuum that I like to call the divine singularity, okay? Because when we see ourselves in our divine nature, we are truly the infinite, confined in infinite spaces over and over again. AQH brings us to the point, what can I say, to break through the paradigm of time and space in which we are confined as the infinite, to tap into our authentic spiritual energy, the infinite energy of the vacuum, or what I like to call the divine singularity, and harness it into our human scale of existence, and to unleash it as a very powerful healing energy that then goes to adapt itself on frequential level according to the issues of the person. And the results are very rapid indeed. It is a new modality, and I've already had Reiki practitioners learning this method, and other practitioners in other energetical methods learning this method, and yes, they have really discovered this method themselves, personally, on themselves as an upgrade, as something that boosts their actual capabilities. And for those who have never ever learned energetical healing methods, bang, it's a totally new method, and it opens up the channels of people who have never ever done energetical methods, because it is really amazing. It really opens up your channel.
Yeah.
And people that do this method go psychic as well.
Oh, wow. Yay! We'll be there. We'll be there.
Yeah, let's.
Yeah, but this is even my personal proof that I want to give for everyone, that we are all born the same, with the same gifts. Nobody is born more special than anyone else. And AQH is here to prove it. We are all the same. We can all reach certain capabilities at the same level.
Yeah.
Very good. It's been more than an hour. Are you open for meditation, for short meditation to end this up?
Of course.
Okay.
A few people, not that many, but still, we can do a short meditation, right?
Yes, I'm going to do a very simple short meditation.
Okay, very good. Very good.
Simply called silently seated in our divine power. Okay. And we're going to go into our heart, into the sacred space of our heart. We're going to sink our mind into the sacred space of our heart and go right to that divine singularity, to the origins of creation, the light, our authentic self, and just feel the peace and bathe ourselves in this light and just breathe, okay? So now, all you have to do is close your eyes only when I tell you to do so, okay? Because to make a good meditation, you should breathe, take a few deep breaths firstly. So now keep your eyes open and make yourself comfortable on the chair. And take 5 deep breaths, because 5 is the number of creation. And at the 5th breath, close your eyes and relax. Now, breathe in deeply and breathe out in a calm and gentle way, and relax. Relax. Let yourself go in total trust. And just listen to the sounds of your breathing, because the sound of your breathing is the most beautiful sound that you can ever listen to. It is the sound of life, like the breeze of the wind, the sound of the oceans of the earth. In simply breathing, you are simply yourself, and through your breathing, you are learning to reconnect yourself to your authentic state of being. So now just listen to each breath that you take, with its calm and relaxing sound, which is calming your mind now, more and more, more and more, and slowing down all the mental activities of your brain. And this is your ego falling asleep through your breathing. And your mind, which is starting to sink itself into the sacred space of your heart. Through the sounds of your breathing, you can start to imagine, to listen to your heartbeats, where your heartbeats is totally synchronized with your breathing. And with your imagination, Imagine to see your heart beating within yourself. In the very center of your heart, imagine to see a magical circular door made of crystal, half gold and half silver, with a bit of silver in the gold and a bit of gold in the silver. It is the door of balance, the door of peace, where the gold represents the masculine energy of the cosmos within you, and the silver represents the feminine energy of the cosmos within you. And now feel attracted to go towards that door like a curious child, knowing that behind that door something so beautiful awaits. Something so beautiful is calling you. And imagine yourself approaching this door, and start to see this door gently opening from its very center to reveal within your heart an infinite cosmos full of countless infinite stars and galaxies, the infinite greatness of your soul. And within this infinite greatness, in the very center, the most brightest star that you can ever imagine to see, shining a bright white, golden and silver light. This is the eternal star of creation, even known to be the central sun. It is your authentic self, the divine spark of life, the spirit within, our God and Goddess. And now feel attracted to go beyond that door. Feel attracted towards that star. And just make a step beyond that door and let the cosmic breeze of all those infinite stars take you towards that beautiful eternal central star. And feel the cosmic breeze taking you through all those stars, making you feel as light as the feather of the wings of an angel, flying towards that star at an incredible speed, where the rays of that star is embracing you, golden, silver, and white rays, embracing you and passing through all your cells, embracing your DNA. You can feel this energy like a fatherly and motherly energy that infinitely loves you. You feel so loved and so accepted, because through this light, you can just learn to love and accept yourself the way you are, because this is unconditional love and peace. And now you are entering this light. You are losing the perception of time and space. You are losing the perception of the shape of your body, which is defined by time and space. And you are blending yourself into this light in total trust and abandon, becoming this light, becoming one with unconditional love and peace, becoming one with your authentic self. And now you are this light, light which is within, around and beyond, an infinite ocean of bright white, golden and silver light. And just simply breathe in silence, in the awareness that now you are this light, eternally breathing life throughout all the dimensions of time and space. And now just remain silently relaxed in your authentic self, in your divine power, and just simply breathe, eternally breathe. Now, slowly from the side, your body is starting to regenerate itself. Slowly, slowly. You're starting to feel your body regenerating itself from this light. Your blood vessels. Recreating the shape of your organs. Your heart is beating. You can feel the lungs of your body breathing again. Start to feel all the muscles and the skeletal structure regenerating itself from this light. Regenerating your new self. Now you can feel the shape of your body, the weight of your body due to gravity, because it's through gravity in which the light of your authentic self transcends to make life the way it is, and the way you know it to be and the way you don't know it to be, making you the way you are in your human form. And now all this light around you is becoming like a mysterious fog starting to disappear. And the room where this journey has begun starts to reappear all around you like a hologram made of the illusion of time and space. Walls, the pavement, the ceiling. You can feel the energy of Mother Earth rising from the pavement like heat, vortexing through your feet and through your legs, vortexing upwards through your body, through your crown chakra, calling down the energy of the Father Sky, coming down like a cool breeze through your crown chakra, blending with the heat of the energy of the earth, going down through your legs to the soil, where you can feel the perfect sensation of peace and stability between the ground and the sky. And now you can move the fingers of your hands and your feet. You can start to stretch the muscles of your body. And whenever you feel ready, just breathe in deeply and breathe out with a nice and open your eyes with a beautiful smile on your face. And welcome back in the here and now.
Do we have to? Yes, we do.
And I don't know, eat some chocolate to ground yourselves now.
Yeah, we have chocolate and some dates. And it's amazing light coming up. It's probably from light through your head. Beautiful.
Oh, thank you. Well, that's the lamp.
That's the lamp that you have your own light.
Yes. All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Giancarlo.
Thank you.
We all enjoyed the night.
Yeah.
New Year!
Yes, Happy
Yeah,
New
we
Year.
wish you a wonderful year, wonderful to 2018, full of love, light, prosperity, and all good things.
We're going to create them here.
And 2018 will be the year in which dreams will really come true.
Yay! Yes. Saturn is working with that.
Oh,
Saturn
is
our master.
Okay, thank you so much, and we
Thank
look
you.
forward to see you here. We might have another live event, but we'll see.
At the end of the month.
Yeah, in 2 weeks. And we so look forward to seeing you here. Thank you everyone for watching. And Gian and Manuela, Happy New Year.
Thank you,
Thank you.
beautiful.
Big kiss to all of you. We love you.
Bye-bye.
We love you.
Thank you, and waiting for you.
Yeah, we will come very soon. We are so excited and so happy to be here next time.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bye-bye. They are so beautiful.